All right, so chasing titles. What do I mean by chasing titles? I have a lot of people that are coming up to me talking about their curiosity around why marriages tend to end and why long-term relationships have a tendency to end. So in my journey around dating and working with singles and working with couples, the main question that always comes to me is around why do relationships have a tendency to end, and why is it that marriages have a tendency to spiral down after the day that they get married. I call it chasing titles. And this is one example of how society has set us up to fail, because when I encounter single people and when I encounter people that are looking for a relationship, they come to me and they always ask me, how do I find a husband? How do I find somebody that I can marry? And I find that to be a big problem for one reason. When you're coming to me and you're asking me that particular question, it means that you're not looking for love, it means you're looking for a title. You need that trust and security. Or the same with men. Men come saying that they're looking for a wife or somebody that they can get married to. Same problem. You're chasing titles. Here's what I mean. Let's start out at the very beginning. You date for a couple dates. Maybe you're 2-3 weeks in. You've been seeing each other a lot. There's that excitement, there's that energy, it's so much fun. You notice a couple red flags, and so there's a choice to make. Do I end the relationship based on those red flags, or do I look at the idea that I'm totally comfortable, I'm totally tired of being single, and what I'm really thinking I'm feeling is a sense of uncertainty about the relationship. So I really need that trust and security here. So what do? You have a tendency to go and sit down with these folks over dinner. You sit down with your date, and maybe now you're 4 weeks in, you're 5 weeks in, and you look at them and you say, so what are we? As soon as you ask that question, my suggestion is run. But the reality is you're asking that question for one reason. You need a title. That title is what provides you with the idea, not reality, but the idea that there is a sense of security, because through that title that means there's commitment. Now we all know logically this doesn't mean that they may not be sleeping with somebody else. As soon as I get the title of boyfriend, or as soon as she gets the title of girlfriend, or what is it today, boo and bae, or whatever this stuff is, they're all titles trying to establish a sense of security. Now let's say you've been each other's boo and bae for a while, and you go a long time, this is a timeline as an example, you're going a long time here, and you get to this point where all of a sudden the boo and the bae, or the boyfriend-girlfriend title, gets a little old. It's not providing that same sense of security for you. So now, what do you end up doing? You end up getting engaged. When you get engaged, that extends out this belief system that I have security. And all of a sudden, you go a long time a little bit further, and at some point down this timeline, you end up looking for the date that you're going to get married. And as soon as you set that date, there's a little extra spark of security, a little sense of, wow, this is progressing somewhere, and then you get married. Now, marriage is great as long as you weren't actually just chasing the title and this was based on a foundation of love. The problem is, for most people, they were chasing the title and not looking for love and not actually being in love with that person. It felt like it was, but they needed these engagements, they needed these titles to re-spark that love. So by the time you get to married, there's no more titles left. The only title that's left after that is divorce. And divorce is the thing that ends up being the only logical explanation for getting out of something that didn't exist from day one. Don't chase the title, guys. My suggestion to you is the next time you ask the question, how do I find X? That question better be, how do I find love? Not, how do I find a husband? How do I find a boyfriend? How do I find that title? Don't chase the title, and you'll start to discover the end is just the beginning. Thanks. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video, and make sure you like, comment, and share below. And if you have any personal questions about this video or any other video, click the link below and head on over to my website under the Ask Devon section. I appreciate you guys, and make sure you keep watching my videos. Take care.